Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third potential series finale of Dave's Gonna Die. And I'm Matthew Jacobsen. I'm going to be running the ones and twos and keeping everything on track here. But first, let's start out with the Iowa wave, a commemorative sign of respect for Dave and everything he's going through.
That's right, especially my hair.
Now let's start with Dave. Dave, how are you doing today?
Actually doing well. I mean, but for the hair,
weird shower.
the strangest shower of my life.
You done using Head and Shoulders now, or
apparently I'm done using battery acid. Jesus Christ! No, I literally took a shower 3 hours ago and my hair just started clumping out. So I tried to mitigate the damage as much as possible so I could wear something over here, and this is what I came up with. But yeah, good times. Looking forward to bald life.
Did it come out faster than you expected?
I didn't expect it to come out at all after the first couple of weeks because it was holding firm, and I was like, man, we're going to make it through this. And then I'd say around Thursday, it started getting a little thinner, and that's when I texted you guys and said, yeah, this ain't going to be here. It ain't going to be here.
Well, I think my dream was for it to just I thought we had more time. You know, right. I thought you'd do this and a clump would come out but no.
I entertained the idea of actually shaving down my head on camera.
You can't. Oh, yeah, eventually. But
not now.
Give the people what they want, Dave, and I guess.
If it had somebody sitting behind me like a rhesus monkey just picking
one at a time.
Something like that.
And so this is your fourth time having cancer, and you've never lost your hair before. Is that right?
I had a joke forever. I can't do it anymore. But
why?
Well, that I went through chemo 3 times and had a proceeding hairline and gained weight.
Yeah.
So I still might gain weight, but the hairline is definitely it's got a reasonable. It's not gonna hang in.
No.
Nah. Just losing it up top, or.
That's gone everywhere.
A little chunky on the back.
Yeah.
You got a little roadkill situation going on back there.
Yep.
I didn't want to say anything.
A mullet. I could still probably grow a nice grainy mullet.
You'll fit right into the Iowa State Fair this year, baby.
I'm looking
go see Pitbull.
Yeah.
Go see Pitbull.
Might be the first time I've been to the fair.
Yeah.
I might as well go now.
Let's do it.
I went once when I was like 12 years old, I think. It was the year the lottery came out, whatever that was, because they had the spinning ball thing and we got to spin.
You were alive when the lottery started? Cool. Good story. Well, you look your age now, so it's good.
I really do.
You've never looked more fair ready.
That's right. Yeah, this is getting there. If I get a rascal scooter, then I'm home.
Well, I know we've talked. Are you you think you might be a bandana guy?
No, I definitely won't be a bandana guy.
Can you be a bandana guy?
For whatever. Okay, I don't care. Yeah.
You do look like you're of the age range.
Like Brett Michaels?
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that.
But very patriotic.
You attempted an 80s hair metal band at one point, but those days are long gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's down your sink right now.
Yeah, it was a catastrophe in my shower.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was quite something.
You've been able to, being a bachelor, you've been able to mostly avoid this. But as a married man, hair down the drain is it's one of the demons I battle regularly.
No, that I would say environment be damned. I'm just pouring hydrochloric acid down the drain. I'm not going to fuck with that.
Yeah.
It's not, I don't care. I did text my bald correspondent, and that's AJ over there. He just said,
the guy folding his underwear right now.
Yep,
because he did laundry in here.
Yep,
that guy.
And I said,
is that what you're talking about?
I just said I think I'm going to lose all my
boxer
hair.
briefs.
And all I said was welcome.
Yep.
He had a nice little welcome out there for
Bald
me.
brother.
Bald brothers.
What about hats? You gonna get into? You can be a hat guy now, cowboy hat.
I don't know.
One with a
I really
propeller?
don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know where this is gonna. Do you know? I don't know where the day's gonna take me.
That's true. I don't know.
I'm gonna make a wager right now, and I haven't been able to determine this through the interwebs. But it is if the chemo's cumulative effect type thing, Got a feeling this next one's going to kick my ass pretty good, so we'll see. But then all bets are off. I'm probably just going to have somebody dress me and then wheel me out somewhere, and I could look however I'm going to look. So if you guys have ideas, now's the time. Yep. Why is Dave dressed in a toga?
Yeah, we'll start being your stylist.
He actually slept in it It's right off his bed. They just tied it around him.
Buddhist monk. Yep, I'm gonna go with it. But anyway, what do you think, Matthew? That was the big. That's hair update. And then my belly situation from 2 weeks ago relieved itself this week, and then I went in and had a procedure.
Got the water pills?
No, they wouldn't give me the pills. They did a procedure where they put a little pump in my side and just
like your bike tire.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep, and they just sucked out 3.2 liters of fluid.
Oh, that's good.
Getting after it.
Did you feel like better?
I felt so much better leaving there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you did, man. I mean,
is there like a water O face you do when you're on that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
But they said they could do a standing order, so I could just go in there and get it taken out, whatever I feel like.
Oh, cool.
Get a pump dump and go hit the road.
This was at a hospital, right? Yeah. Not like the back of some dude's Buick.
Yeah,
Johnny taken care of. Just be behind the Target.
Tacos Taqueria down the road.
Yeah, you get 3 tacos and 3 liters of water out of you. Don't ask what we do with the water. Boiling hot dogs at the fair this year in Dave. Yeah. Oh, spring training's going on right now, right?
Yeah, avoid the tripe. What?
Spring training's going on. We got to boil these hot dogs.
That's right. It's time to get them going. Got to have those August dogs ready now.
Got to have those sweaty August dogs.
Yep. Got to get them ready now. But that's medical update for the week is...
When's the next chemo sesh?
Tomorrow morning.
Red
Devil tomorrow.
Red Devil.
Tuesday's immuno and off to the races.
Well, okay, what's immunotherapy?
Yeah,
so I got that part, but that's like where my knowledge ends.
Immunotherapy literally takes your immune system and turns it against the cancer.
Oh, okay.
Says, hey, you guys need to work on this now.
Yeah.
And so...
It's like bullying.
Yeah.
I was going to say project management, but bullying works.
Oh, project management?
Yeah, there you go. The Red Devil apparently just goes in and kills whatever it sees, and then the immunotherapy is like, yeah, we're going to treat this only over here.
Yep.
So I don't know. But yeah, so that's my next 2 days is sitting and watching basketball in and out of consciousness. And
yeah, most people just get a vasectomy during this time period to get a little time off, but
chemo's been fun.
Yeah.
Chemo's been interesting. But
you have all these appointments. Do you have an iPad? What are you doing? Do you have an iPad?
I got an assistant.
So keep down everything.
I do.
Like Alexa, or what do you mean?
No, I mean I have an actual assistant.
Oh.
The loveless Shyla K.
Okay.
Okay.
Is able to keep.
She just tells you what's going on in the game. I meant, like, can you like watch like?
I can watch a game.
Yeah.
But as far as keeping my appointments, my memory
was never good.
Was never great.
Yeah.
But is even worse now. So she kind of keeps the ducks in a row for me, so to speak, and then runs a few errands here and there for me. But she's been awesome.
Nice girl.
Nice.
Been very, very helpful. Yep. But yeah.
How long does like one chemo session take?
Tomorrow's will take about 5 or 6 hours, and then Tuesdays takes like 2.
How much is waiting? Is there really much waiting? Because it's very scheduled.
You're in.
Go. You start. Okay.
Yep. They got it down to a science, shall we say?
Ooh, I like
Nice.
that.
Yeah, they've got it down pretty good. There's no waiting, no muss, no fuss. You're in there and you stick you in a chair, and nurse comes over, reads you off what you're going to be doing that day, and you're off to the races. And that's life with chemo.
Yeah.
Well, but yeah, so the good news is, technically speaking, I'll be a third of the way done tomorrow or Tuesday. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a little glass half full.
Because how long have you been doing chemo total now? How many weeks?
3.
3?
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
So
Is that dictated based on
Every 3
Like your
weeks.
cancer, or is it like how much they think you can take?
Every
Like what-
every treatment schedule is different for
Got
every
it.
type of cancer. So like my last 3 with melanoma, I was on an annual.
Mhm.
So I would go in. Think immunotherapy. I went in like once every 2 weeks or once every 3 weeks, and just got a new shot or a new, what do you want to call it, drip.
Yeah.
And then left. And it was pretty
Would that take
straightforward.
5 hours each time, or was that faster?
I was unique because I had a weird heart and blood pressure issue that I coded at one point during my treatment. It's only supposed to take an hour,
Okay.
but they went so fast with it that it jacked up something because the stuff that I was on constricts your blood vessels. And mine are already a little questionable. And so it shot me down pretty quick. So
They were so fast with it, like they were just really jamming that chemo into you.
yeah, and I felt this tightness in my back, and I was like, that's not right. And then I felt a huge tightness in my chest, and I just knocked on the window where the nurse was and said, yeah, I got a problem here.
Yeah.
And she called the doctor, and the doctor came in and said, call the code team. And I said, well, that's not what I had on the bingo card for
Yeah.
today. If I knew I was going to die of a heart attack, I would have fucking, gone to the lumberyard or something.
Would have gotten that baconator.
Exactly. Just
Yeah.
whatever.
You were gonna go to the lumber. We need to work on your plans. For,
Yeah.
If you're like last minute,
Last
know you're
day
gonna
on Earth,
die.
I'm gonna
You're
go
like,
lumber
well, I
yard."
better go to maybe one of the worst strip clubs in the country.
Where real men go to get wood.
Okay, aficionado, where do you go around here?
Well, first you got to go to the Google reviews for each of them.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, you got to see crowdsource it.
That's
Yeah,
the
that's a good
thing.
point.
I've never seen good reviews for any strip club.
Right.
And you got to look at the dates of the reviews too, because sometimes if they're really old, I mean, strippers, that stuff can change over real fast.
Really
so.
can get a little turnover.
Yeah. Yeah.
with
So
new management, if you
yeah.
will.
So if it's like from 2013, you're like, oh, this strip club could still be different from
The
that.
reviews are fun. I did see one time. It was this old guy, and he was just like, "You tell Clarissa that she just really helped me out that night. She was incredible." And he was like doing the review like he was talking directly to her.
Yep.
And she's never gonna read. Yeah.
No. Very earnest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she really helped me out of a bind that night.
The Monday morning team meeting there. The manager sits down, reads the reviews. Clarissa, you got 5 stars.
You got a 5-star here.
Good job.
All right. So since we're all, amateur medical professionals, how's Dave looking?
He looks like how everybody thinks Joe Biden looked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey. That's my Joe Biden.
It is. It
come
like
on.
it really
uncanny,
was.
isn't
You hair was. It was a good one for you, bud. It was a good quality for you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like this is the oldest. It's not even the hair. Like I see more wrinkles in the face because the hair's gone down.
Yep.
It was a big distractor.
Yep.
What's funny is that I've noticed that your hair, since you've had such a thick amount of hair on
Right.
your head, it's so pale where hair is supposed to be.
Yeah.
That it is doing kind of the work of filling in the space where there's no hair. Like it looks like someone painted white on your scalp.
Yeah, it's never seen that. Like we're gonna need to get an umbrella hat for you or something because as someone who's had melanoma with 3 times the top of your head is something we need to worry about now.
Good point, Mike.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
On this camera right now, like if you blurred your eyes a little bit and it was the right angle, it doesn't look like you lost hair. It looks like it just turned white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I lost it.
yeah. The gray stayed.
Yep.
He kind of looks like the grandpa in the scene in Holes where they're out in the desert and she goes, "I'm tired of this, grandpa." And he snaps back at her like, "Well, that's too damn bad." I don't think
So
Dave's
you're
ever,
the one who watched it.
I don't think Dave's ever
I was gonna
seen
say the
Holes.
box off on that was $8, and you were
Holes?
Yes.
I think that was a
Holes
classic with the certain
great movie
generation.
for millennials.
Sure.
Young millennials.
$8.
You look like you
revenue.
got cursed by a witch. She was just like bad.
I feel like I got cursed by a witch.
Yeah, like your dick is 3 inches longer, but you have to give up something.
It's a monkey's paw situation.
Yeah, and you're allowed to cross a bridge whenever you want. Yeah, without getting in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty shorn everywhere at this point, so it's getting down there.
Were you like scared of the wind now?
No.
Like a windy day?
No.
Okay.
I got a feeling I'm like one shower or
Yeah.
then it's gonna
Yeah.
be gone. After this last
I mean, you have a treatment
catastrophe.
tomorrow, and yeah, you wash your body that day. Yeah. I had a bald friend. He said that what he missed most was just the hair, the wind running through his hair. Like that's what he missed most about having hair. We got 2 bald boys. Is that?
Yeah. Do you have any memories of?
Oh Jesus, AJ talks about it daily.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something he misses.
So I want you to keep track of that. Let us know.
Matt, I'm not so
what's going on with
sure
that.
on.
I don't think I miss the wind going through my hair. I think I miss, I don't know, certain aspects, like when you get a fresh haircut, it feels different. Like the certain changes in feeling of things.
Yeah.
But like the wind specifically didn't really
Okay.
do a lot for me.
Yeah, as a guy with hair, I've never once thought about the wind going through my hair.
Your hair is also perpetually that length.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen you with a different hairstyle since I've known you.
Fair enough.
I think Dave right
Find
now
what
looks
works.
like there's a moment in the Lord of the Rings where we show Gollum become Smeagol.
Yeah.
And it's a very kind of quick like montage of events, and we don't really get to see that middle point. And right now, we get to see that middle point. This is
Feel
what
good about
Peter
that.
Jackson didn't show us.
Got robbed. Again, AJ, big Lord of the Rings guy.
I think a lot of people are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He took
It's
It's a pretty popular
Yeah, I think a
franchise.
lot of people like
Yeah,
it.
bring up the box office numbers on that one, Dave.
Yeah.
That cult following.
It was $24 because AJ and I went to a second viewing at Flicks one time of. Was that the first one or the second one, AJ?
It was the second one, my least favorite.
Okay, where they're just
Yeah.
walking around.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
Was it
Was it
an
the-
extended
the
cut
towers?
too?
I don't know. Just
Two towers.
Just
Yep.
walking around.
They all hit Netflix one weekend, and I just sat there. And then when I fired up a second one, my wife was just like, "Oh, so you're just this is all day then?" I'm like, yeah, all 3 are on here.
This shit can't watch itself.
Yeah.
I mean, what else are we gonna do?
Yeah. To AJ's point, the second one sucks. We got to burn through this to get to the third one.
Got to earn the third one.
That seems to be a recurring thing with like Lord of the Rings fans, is that you don't watch one of them, you watch all 3 and you dedicate a whole
Yeah,
day
you
to
wait till
it.
you have a day free.
And now there's 4 Hobbit movies too that you can watch right before the 3. So
Yeah.
Word on the street is they're trash.
what were the box office numbers on that one, Dave?
I said word on the street. I don't know. I'm going strictly on authoritarian.
I think I only saw the first 3 Hobbits, and I was like, they could have wrapped this up in 3.
It's
Well, that's like one book that they stretched out to 3 movies, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
not only that,
In the
it's
shortest book. Yeah.
The first movie, like
Literally
the,
like a children's
the
novel. Yeah.
first Hobbit, like they spend like 45 minutes where all the guys are just eating his food. Like he's like, get out of my house. So-
I'm gonna offend everyone here. So I've been watching the Harry Potter movies.
Yeah.
Terrible.
What? You don't like going to a magical world?
Such a great cast.
But you look like you work at fucking Gringotts right now, bud.
Well,
so
which ones are you watching? The
Yeah,
early
all of them?
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you at in the series? Answer us. You're at 2? Okay. Those are the 2 worst ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first ones, those are like very kid oriented. You gotta get to the later ones, become a little bit more
Even the
is on line.
stories.
Yeah, it
even the
gets better.
stories pop off and the books get better at the third one.
Yeah.
So here's how I want you to think about Harry Potter, that despite the fact that it has children actors, those movies rule because the adult cast in there fucking crushes.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
great.
They murder.
They
Yeah.
are absolutely great.
Just a murderer's row of great British actors. Yeah.
Bingo. Okay.
Yep.
That's been
At least do the third one. You can quit after the third one if
Yeah.
you don't want to.
But push past them, they get better. Because I
Nice.
thought the same. I've always thought the same thing. Because
On rewatches, I skipped the first 2.
yeah.
The third one was directed by Alfonso
Ribeiro?
Yeah.
Cuarón.
Yeah. Chris Columbus did the first one. Did Chris Columbus do the second one?
Yep.
I think so.
Yeah, they get a hell of a team for
Yep.
those things. You don't know what are you saying, Dave? You don't know Chris Columbus?
Well, I'm familiar with his story.
Chris Columbus is
I celebrated
Those aren't
A of you for
Indians,
him.
Chris. Yeah.
all right, fair.
Yeah. Different guy
Okay.
for sure.
Took balls to name your kid Chris Columbus. But
Yeah, it
okay.
does. It does.
Sailing. Is that guy?
That'd be Christopher Cross, not to be confused with Criss Cross.
He rides
Jump
like
around,
the wind.
baby.
But I have a buddy of mine in college. His dad went to back then Musicland and bought a Criss Cross album, thinking it was Christopher Cross. Boy, was he surprised!
Yeah, man, this is a lot different.
This ain't yacht rock.
Yeah. Oh, they just have this one song, huh?
Yep. All right. Cool enough. All right. What's next on the agenda now that science, no, not science fiction, just straight up fiction?
They call that fantasy in the biz, Dave.
All right there.
So the next category we have, I think, will be the same day parlay.
Same Dave parlay
Graff.
gambling. We probably should have did this up top because 2 of these have already hit.
You're right.
We'll count them.
So Dave mentions Red Devil. That's from Dave. He
Yeah.
he
That's
definitely
such
said
a
Red Devil.
layup. Like,
One.
That's like a minus 1,000. Like
it's a
low odds. It's
shittiest
just
bet ever.
it's just to fluff it a little bit. Dave tells over 1.5 basketball stories. I figured because he was watching March Madness. He'd only mentioned basketball once.
When?
I don't know.
Talking about you could watch the
you were
games
watching basketball.
during
Play
Fair enough.
back
journey.
the tape.
Fair
Play back
enough.
the tape. There's one story so far, so we need one more. And Wes, our buddy Wes, has over 0.5 self-deprecation moments.
Nice.
Oh, we'll get that.
So
We'll get
that's
that.
another minus 1,000. This should really cash. It's
That is now a personal
easy.
mission.
What a shit.
Same day parlay.
Make Wes feel bad about himself real quick. Yeah.
Not hard.
Jesus.
Wes, would you like some gummies or?
No, it's okay.
That was good.
Thanks, Dave.
Nice.
I won a lot of money this weekend on the NCAA tournament.
Oh, did
Why?
Just betting it.
Yeah.
Just betting $20 a game.
You do a bracket at
Hitting
all?
A lot of them. No.
Just betting.
If you get caught betting, your eligibility's up. You're not going to get to play for the team next year, Dave.
Oh, no. Hadn't thought of that, coach.
No problem.
It's like an after-school special. Timmy, it used to be when I was growing up, it was Timmy has a roid problem. And now it's Timmy's got a sports betting.
Sports betting problem, yeah. So do you okay, with betting, in your situation, do you find like there's a little more fuck it to it, or are you still like a responsible?
I'm very good at it.
Wait, at betting, or like you're responsible?
The cancer part.
Okay. Yeah, those are 2 different things.
Yeah.
Because most of the people I know that are like, I'm very good at it, are not responsible.
No, I
quite that good
For
at
one,
it.
I'm betting way under the comfort zone limit. So, I mean, it's not going to change my life one way or another. And so it's for entertainment purposes. But my bankroll was up 50% as of yesterday.
That's fantastic.
So we'll see how today goes.
You got a gambling story that you'd mind sharing with us of some big win you got or anything like that?
And just all time.
Yeah. Anything comes to mind?
Biggest poker win I ever had was probably at a side game, about $5,000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I guess that's all right.
Yep. Yeah, that was probably my biggest poker win, and the non-tournament poker win. I was really good at tournaments for a while because, like, Meskwaki started at limit poker, and then they changed to no limit, but people didn't change the way they played it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was able to crush that tournament for about 4 months till people figured out, hey, you can't play the same.
You've told me stories in the past about people who are literally taking side bets that you would win
Yes.
the poker tournament.
Yes, that happened at one night this is deep in that run where I was just consistently top 3, top 4, won it, whatever. And I walked in and the Omaha tables where all the bookies sat. They were just wasting time. So they started taking side action on where I would finish in the tournament. And yeah.
One of my favorite gambling stories that you've told me before is that you were playing poker with this guy and you beat him pretty good on, I don't remember if it was one hand.
Yeah.
And he got all pissed off at you.
That was in Omaha.
And you said, what was it? You said,
basically, I told him he sucked. If he thought he was good, you're wrong. And here's why. And
A teaching moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, if you were really a good poker player, you would say, nice hand, let me take my $1,000 pot that I took off of you and shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
and wait for me to blow that all back your direction plus some. But you're an asshole, and now I'm going to leave with your money. And I got up and left.
Should have just put it in a slot machine right in front of him. Slowly gave it back to the house.
No.
Just
No, I decided to take it up, and
Well, that's a lesson.
I showed my dad. We were
That's
there
a
for the
lesson.
Nebraska game. Yeah, it was. No, I enjoyed playing poker for a while there, and then I just got bored with it.
Yeah.
I'm back to being bored with it. I tried to play in Vegas this summer, and I sucked.
I've never done.
Just because of impatience, it had nothing. I was just bored.
I've never played any. I think the only table game I've ever played was roulette once in Vegas, and that's it. But I've never tried poker. I'm too scared to be at the table. I'd be like, I screw up the rhythm of the game or something.
No, you wouldn't. And no one would care. No one would notice that you didn't know what you were doing until you showed them.
Until one guy got really mad.
Yeah.
One guy gets really mad.
Why did you play it that way? That's my
you
favorite.
split kings? Yeah, and I got 2 blackjacks and ruined your fucking day.
Exactly. This is great.
the worst.
Yeah.
I've been that guy before.
The tables are too expensive in Vegas now, though.
Yeah,
Last
they
time I went,
are.
it's like the minimum is $25. You
Yeah.
can't even like have. But guess what? They still give you free drinks if you play video roulette at the bar. So that's fun. That's my Vegas hack.
Wes, were you being a little tough on yourself there?
Maybe a little bit. Yeah.
I can only play roulette.
I play the machine where I don't talk to a human.
Yeah. I just didn't want people to get mad at the way I played. I guess you're just fucking Eeyore vibes, dog. What's the point?
I don't know.
Dude, by the time you get a therapist, we'll have already just like beaten the shit out of you until you'll have more complexes. You'll be like, so I feel bad about myself constantly, but
this guy.
but now I feel guilty about it too.
Here's a kind of a question, kind of along that
What do you
subject
got?
for a man, like looking in the mirror and staring down 1,000 miles once in a while.
yeah.
New bullying or old bullying? Because I know the theory, I think about this a lot. The theory is that we just need to get rid of all bullying, but there's something about human nature that it just persists now.
Right.
But now it's done online by cowards who don't have to show their face. At least there was something where you had to have some courage to say something, and then that person actually had a chance to respond in the moment. Like, I think old bullying was healthier
Old
than new bullying.
was the shit.
Yeah, and I think there was less of it too.
There, you ran the risk that the guy being bullied would eventually go ham on you.
Yeah.
It's the Back to the Future thing. His dad just finally has to stand up to Biff, and his whole life changed.
Yeah, it can happen, man. I've
Yeah.
seen it.
Yeah.
You've seen
what's
it.
online bullying standing up for yourself? Just replying.
It's just
going,
coward. Yeah.
Screenshots and then putting them on blast.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah, a screenshot and going, "This you."
Yeah, right. There you go.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I'm afraid of. I told you guys about the guy that I'm like, I had to snooze him because I got a feeling he's off his meds again.
Off his meds, and you're going through like a Benjamin Button situation right now. And there's just a lot going on.
I think I want to get in an altercation with the nameless, faceless, but God, he's a fucking moron.
Yeah.
It just drives me nuts. Hey, and he's a decent enough guy, but God, he's fucking stupid. And there's some things I just can't abide.
Yeah.
Stupidity.
Yeah.
I don't like that you looked at me.
Next.
All right. I wanted to actually kind of go back on a comment I made a long time ago. I mentioned that the Lumberyard is potentially the worst strip club in the country.
Oh, there's worse.
There's worse. Yeah. This has got it. I know that was just a blanket statement. It was ignorant of me.
It was. Take
Google-
it back.
Not
Take
for
it
you.
back.
I take it back because they have 125 reviews on Google and they're at 3.3.
Yep.
It's not bad.
That's pretty good.
My favorite review is a 1-star review from a guy named Radowan.
Spell it, please.
Radouan.
Use it in a sentence, please.
I think I did earlier.
A guy named Radown left this review I'm about to read.
This is the pronunciation bee. You see, yes.
Language of origin?
Yeah.
Strip club.
Well, we might find out here. So
It's his stripper name.
he gave it 1 star 5 years ago. He said extremely bad service after tipping over $500.
Oh, that's a trip to the ATM. Wait, okay. Do we think he came in there like a responsible gambler? He's like, I'm willing to lose this tonight.
Yep.
Or did he go to the ATM and spend a $25 fee?
So he said the security guy on 3/2/2020 was being racist along with a girl working that night who didn't want to tell us her name, asking, "Where are you from?" before any kind of interaction. Disgusting treatment from both the security and dancer. The other girls were nice, though. If you can bear extremely bad racism just based on where you are from to go there. Before we get into that, the lumberyard replied and said, "We asked your group to leave the premises on 3/2/20 on the grounds of a patron in your group starting an aggressive verbal altercation with one of our dancers, followed by rude comments made to our staff when they attempted to resolve the situation. Most of our patrons are travelers, and our dancers start friendly conversations by asking where they're from. We apologize for any confusion or miscommunication you may have experienced over the facts of the situation."
Wait, what is the rest of the strip club conversation starter list? Like,
Yeah,
what is,
I didn't know that was a
what's
starter.
the rest of that?
Where'd you get this money?
Oh, no wedding ring, huh?
Yeah, no shit.
I do like the idea of a conversation start with "So, sweetie, where are you from?" And the guy going, "What the hell?"
You racist pig.
That was a very professional response to
It was.
Lumberyard. I was surprised by that.
Actually, we accept people of all denominations of religion and all races, but we do not respect bad manners.
Yeah.
Or unpronounceable first names.
Normal stripper procedure is to ask where you are from for travelers.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Good. I like that.
ChatGPT response to us.
The most confusing review I've seen so far is a 3-star review that just says 3 stars, but the door girls.
Wait, how many T's in that butt?
One, but all capitalized.
Oh, he did it wrong. He did it wrong. She did it wrong.
She
Hey now.
wrote 3 stars, but the door girls were amazing and the security was nice. Smiley face.
There you go.
What's the buzz?
Isn't that a part of the 3 stars? Like,
I don't know why it goes down to 3
Three
stars.
stars, but they were very
hold on.
nice.
I only got quarter chub. But those door girls.
Which quarter?
Soft.
The end would be kind of weird.
Yeah, you gotta
You're
get
like
the
soft
base.
throughout.
Yeah,
and then
just the tip.
Very hard. That's interesting.
If the base of your wiener is solid, the rest of it can wacky, wavy tube inflatable man wiggle
Get it
around.
all out. There you go.
Think about that, Mike.
Yeah, no, I love listening to you talk, buddy. I like the way your mind works.
You know, I realize that I hate listening to me talk.
Where's Ian? We need some research.
I don't think I want to do this, but I found something.
Let's do it.
With a simple Google search.
Nice.
I was trying to find something, but it's not good.
That's fine. No, that's great.
Because I think like what we're doing here, we have a horrible situation going on, and I'm not just talking about your head. And I was like, we're trying to make cancer fun,
Well, yeah.
and so I googled "make cancer fun,"
No, there you go.
and it's a real thing, but it's a parent's guide, and it's like for families like go through the like.
That's not fun at all.
I don't understand how you do it.
Nope.
So I was like, oh, maybe this will be something dumb I can come up with in the pod, but now I have like actual feelings about it. I'm just like, no, I can't.
See, you said I got something right after an erection talk, and I thought like that was going to be bad, but what
Yeah.
you just said was a little bit worse.
No, it's definitely
Like-
no. I'm not happy about
Like
it.
I would rather you be Googling erection percentage
No,
tips.
no,
I
no,
think.
no.
I think.
No, I meant research because of Pope.
I think.
Yeah.
I think we need to order that.
Yeah, the book. We'll get the book. We'll see what's going
See
on.
what the tips are.
Okay.
Tips and tricks on how to make it fun.
You give feedback, be like, did I have fun or not?
You can do live reviews. We review a chapter every week.
Yep.
All right. That's
do
my
you-
homework.
Dave, do you write reviews after you do chemo?
No, not yet. I should though.
How would a review look like if you were to take a previous experience with that?
If I. They usually load me up with what's that stuff called? It's over the counter. Benadryl.
Yeah.
So they load me up with Benadryl, so I'm super drowsy by the time they actually do the injections and everything. And I sleep throughout the whole thing. It's when I wake up and that's when I'm like, oh, goddamn, still have some time left in this thing. So my 5-star gold review would be back when I had to have IV, how many times they had to poke my arm in order to get the IV started. If it's 1, 5 stars.
Yeah.
If it's 10, not great. Mm-hmm. Not their fault, but not great.
I don't know if you could tell, but my day is already not good.
Right. Yeah. This isn't going well. Then followed by whether I wake up or not.
That's on them. Pretty high. Pretty high on the list.
Meaning during the chemo.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can't leave a review if I'm dead. It's kind of funny if I did. I should give you guys my passwords to shit.
Yeah.
That way you can just start leaving.
I died. 2 stars.
Google Big Pharma 52.
Big Pharma 52 says, this place sucks and your breath was terrible. By the way, heaven rules.
The strip clubs in heaven are way better.
Dave's review, 3 stars, but
no one asks you where you're from here.
That's right. Road chick, whatever his name was. Oh,
Roundhound.
that's funny.
I like the idea of your review just being the words cough, cough.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't get it out.
No, you did voice to text. Voice to text reviews with Dave.
I just got to tell you.
I have a lot to say about
There was
this.
hair in
I'm
my
gonna get
food,
off
but
my-
don't worry, it was mine.
That's hilarious.
Thank you. You feel bad about yourself for not thinking of that one?
No, I do a little bit. Oh my God.
Got him. Nailed it.
Beautiful. All right. So I think the next thing we can talk about is Dave got his medical card
Yeah.
for this round of stuff. Dave, tell us about your weed haul. We're in Iowa.
Yep.
So you had to have a medical card.
Yep.
What was this experience like and what'd you get?
It's very good. Went down to
3 stars. It's very good.
old Bud Mary's down here in Windsor Heights. Yeah. And they ran me through the menu as far as what I needed, what symptoms and stuff like that. I ended up walking around with what's basically, they're in pill form, and it's 20 milligram indica, or not indica, but THC
Yeah.
pills that I used to sleep.
Yeah, you had said in the group chat, you'd mentioned that it was pill form, and I thought that was kind of interesting just because, I mean, it makes sense of just something easier than you go ahead and eat 3 gummies each night or something.
Yeah, or let's have this guy with cancer suck down fumes from his lighter each day. Yeah. No, butane won't hurt you.
Yep. So I got some of that for at night. Then I got a lot of it, and then I got these. They call them tinctures. It's like a liquid, and you put it on your tongue and stuff like that. That's for during the day, because you're not as sleepy.
Yeah. Do you feel like you feel an effect from that?
I did one to get to sleep on last Thursday night, and I woke up and I was still flying. I was doing that, like shaking my head, cobwebbing thing, I was just like, something ain't quite right. And I did that for about 4 or 5 hours after I woke. So I was like, I've been high for 16 hours. Of course, I did a bottle, but
Got your money's worth.
Yeah.
no, I feel like
Does it help your appetite too? Isn't that supposed to?
Yeah.
You getting a little
Eating a lot of
broader than
Cheetos?
soup?
Yeah, a lot of soup.
Soup.
Oh, so still soup.
Yeah, try. I can eat solid food and stuff. It just my taste buds have changed now, and it just doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
It's just get it down, kind of thing. But I did that. I did the
Gonna
tinctures.
blend up a ribeye for you.
I did these packs of like powder.
Uh-huh.
that you can put in soups or whatever you want. I got some of those. That's what during the day.
This is the best egg trout soup I've ever had in my life.
This shit's amazing.
Oh, baby, this is a ride. I want to see Lord of the Rings.
I'm going to give it to Chef Simmons over there and let him just go nuts.
Let him cook for you.
Right? And then and then I did one other thing. Oh, I got a cartridge for a vape. But
Dave's going to grip it and rip it.
yeah,
Hell
something
yeah,
like
dude.
that.
You can only do that when you're around people, though, so they know you're cool.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no,
Make
that's
it your
been-
whole personality.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm gonna start a new comedy show centered around 420.
Yeah.
No, that's already been
That's
taken.
Oh, it's already
That's
intellectual
property of Rick Sadler.
Oh man, sorry, Rick. I'm just kidding. I would never do that to you.
I'm just waiting for your THC tolerance to get high enough to where you message me and go, all right, come over and install this PlayStation 4 into my TV.
Yeah, dude. You know what?
What?
You should start a 421 show and be like, I don't need a fucking holiday to get after it.
Right.
So I'm here to, go 365.
Dave's 24-hour.
Yeah.
Just like an arbitrary number, just like 411.
Yeah, the first 10 hours is you sleeping, though, and then you wake up and do a set still high.
That's too close to 9/11, though. I'd be like,
Yeah.
the show is, what am I expecting here?
That'd be it's about a half year before 9/11.
What do you mean?
4, like a 4.
November 9th?
What?
Oh, sorry, I've been using European calendars
Oh,
recently.
okay. Can't turn it off, this guy.
Just another joke machine, Mike Gettler. Just bringing the heat.
Just like a little calendar joke.
Yep,
Yeah.
I like it. Do they really? Do Europeans?
Well, Europeans, they switch the month and the year. So I've been thinking about that a lot lately.
Sure, yeah.
Yep.
I don't know why we don't all use military time. It makes more sense.
Sort of.
I think it does.
Yeah.
Just me.
If you grow up with it, it does.
You can still
For
use
sure.
military time, man. Just look cool.
Yeah,
in
you can
front of
do it.
people.
Man.
And then you get some like, dude, just tell me what time you want me there.
20.
20.
20, 21?
8 p.m.
God, Dave's so high.
What?
All right, we can move on.
All right, then.
To the fan favorite,
What is it?
the Fuck It Bucket.
Oh, let's go.
This is a segment where we ask Dave questions that he must do his best to answer, or
Right.
we assume he legally cannot answer this question.
Right.
If we ask it. But I'll start off with a question. What's a business venture that you regret not investing in?
Wow.
Ooh, here goes Dave's 30 minutes on Bitcoin.
Publicly traded or private?
Fuck. Now you're hurting Matt's brain.
I'm bleeding.
Well, there's, a
out my
difference
ears.
between, there's a difference between me being able to buy a stock on the stock exchange. That's public.
Okay.
Versus Alex Carter walking into my office and saying,
Oh,
"Hey, I need
okay.
a certain amount of money to start this ice cream shop." So.
Like if you got invested into it, you would specifically have some form of a say in some regard, because it would be like you'd be in it.
Yeah, there's a construction company that I got that I was briefly in the mix for from an investment perspective. And they ended up not needing my money, so I was like, that sucks, because I really wanted to put money into it. And they're doing great. That would have probably...
But you're still happy for him, right?
Very happy for them.
Okay.
They're doing well. They just didn't need me. But that would have probably been a 4 or 5x investment in about a 2-year window, 2 or 3 year window. That would have been a good one.
Yeah.
Damn.
But publicly held ones, Amazon's the one I get pissed at the most,
Yeah.
because I watched it for years just sit like this, just sat there.
Oh, because they weren't profitable, so it's
They
out
weren't
there for a while.
making any money when they were just a retailer.
Yeah. And now I just saw a fucking Hardee's ad on the top of their TV. Yeah.
What?
When the TV went on right there was a Hardee's ad on the top of it.
Yeah, they're
Just
making
a huge billboard
they're
now. Yeah.
making money off of Hardee's. I mean,
Jeff Bezos got that Hardee's money.
Yeah. I'm not even sure Hardee's is making money off Hardee's.
Yeah.
Right now.
Oh, he just reeks of curly fries.
Tell you what, back
Yeah,
in
like-
the day, old Cale Yarborough used to drive the Hardee's, Ford and shit.
What?
Won a lot of NASCAR races. Old
Oh.
Cale Yarborough back in the day.
What's
NASCAR
up
deep
with
cut.
half the Hardys being named Carl's Jr.?
Yeah, that is nuts.
They-
It just doesn't make sense.
There
it's
used
so
to
much
be a
better.
restaurant chain called Carl's Jr.'s
Oh,
and one called Hardee's.
Yeah.
They merged and decided we are much better off from a branding perspective to keep both than to
Yeah.
Certain reasons.
so it's like left Twix and right Twix, kind of.
Yeah. As a West Coast kid, Carl's Jr. is way better. The double bacon Western cheeseburger from
what's
there.
the West Coast kid?
Yeah,
What's the best burger chain out west?
In-N-Out.
Period.
Ooh, trash.
I mean, there's nostalgia and bias
Right.
there, but the wife and I are taking a trip out to California. I've already mapped out like 30 different In-N-Out options that I will be going to. Yeah.
You're going to California on purpose?
Oh, there's a wedding.
Okay, there you
We're going
go.
out there. We
Chinese
love
grandma?
love. No, she's no.
Damn it.
No, she'll be out here for Betty's birthday, so you can come see her.
When's that?
I'm not going to talk about that on a public podcast.
What's your
Middle
favorite,
name redacted.
Yeah,
What's your favorite fast food place?
Culver's.
Culver's.
it's a good call. I don't like that the cheese isn't all the way melted on the burgers.
No
but the
one
spicy
asked
chicken is
you.
wonderful. Oh yeah, ooh, low confidence in there.
So I got a question, Dave, and it's because Wes was asking all the good
What was the
questions.
wait. What was the fucking bucket question that I blew through it?
No,
your business.
No, you answered
What do
it.
you-
Oh, the
versus-
business.
yeah.
Yeah.
You answered. You answered both.
I got
Yeah, it was a roofing construction
and
company.
then fast food question, which Wes was asking all the good questions. So,
Right. That's what he does.
No, I want to ask a question. Have you ever been in love?
Yeah. With myself.
Nice.
That's a good question. Define it.
Define love, Aaron.
Yeah, that's a better
What
question.
qualifies?
Well, now I'm wondering if I've ever been in love.
I can answer that for you.
How about this? How about
You got hard sell.
a person or thing that no matter what you would always put above you? So basically, like
Wow.
you'd take a bullet for them if need be.
No, I get that.
Goddamn,
Yeah,
Aaron.
okay. I don't need to explain.
Who are you the Secret Service for, baby?
My
Doesn't-
granddaughter Tilly.
Yep,
All right.
that's good.
What up, Tilly?
Dude's in love with his granddaughter.
No, I'm not. You
Sick.
said what I would put. You said I would put him above everything else.
Yes, that's fair.
Little baby Tilly. She turns 1 here pretty soon. Oh man. I had a high school girlfriend I was pretty into. That doesn't really count. I don't know. Does that count? High school girlfriend?
It can.
Yeah, you got
So-
married to yours. So
Yeah.
I read something that it takes 4 months for the brain to develop what we typically consider as unconditional love toward another human being.
Well, it's cool. They did a study
4
on that.
months?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it's vague. It's chemical related. There's a lot of different things that.
Is
they
that why
kinda
that girl
go off
freaked
of,
out when
but-
I told her on the first date?
Yeah,
Okay.
It
So
had been
that
4
and you had
months
a
for
knife
me,
in your hand,
but-
Mike.
Yeah, I've been following her for months.
this has been my like a lifelong game plan when it comes to women is I can't. No one's going to the bar looking for me. All right. Even if they meet me, they're not looking for me. Right. So you just gotta lay low.
sad.
You're not even close to sad. It's a game plan. So
Got you right where I want you.
right.
Not interested in me at all.
I don't care. I don't care. I just have conversations.
Yeah.
Leave it at that. We're friendly.
Last time I went fishing, that thing didn't want the.
Next time I see him at a bar, I'm like, "Hey, you're the girl from another friendly conversation." What I'm getting at is, I'm more of an acquired taste,
Okay.
so you got to let it play out. There's a long game,
Yeah, slow play.
long game.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's not like this onslaught of women in my life for sure. But I can't really say in my adult life.
Why do you
I've
watch
ever-
all those pickup artist videos on YouTube?
Gotta have some game,
Okay.
you know.
Is that why you got the haircut? It's a conversation
Haircut.
starter.
Haircut, car,
Yeah.
whiskey collection.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Gotta
My
have it
baseball
all.
cards.
I do have those. But I mean, I would say no. In my adult life, I don't think so. I had a near miss, but
you should probably talk about the near miss rather than what I was about to say.
I don't want to talk about near miss.
Okay, I was gonna say, what's a burger chain that you love?
A what?
That you love? Let's combine the questions. Which burger chain do you
burger chain you
love?
I thought you said what's a Burger King you love. Like not that dude in the creepy mask. Yeah, who's your Burger King?
I mean, it's probably Culver's then, but
yeah. Which Burger King would you take a bullet for? Let's combine all the questions.
It's the Sneak King.
Yeah.
Something about Burger King though. I do enjoy the flame broiled smell.
Yeah.
I don't trust their burgers.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, there's a 3-star review on Google, but apparently the cashier was really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not their fault. But I'm just a big Culver's guy.
Yeah.
Here locally, if I'm gonna get a burger.
The wife and I were meeting you in Iowa City.
If I'm gonna get a burger here in town, Lachelle's.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lachelle's.
Shout out Lachelle's.
Yeah, that's my go-to right now. Haven't had one better.
I remember my wife and I were meeting
AJ
you
makes a good burger. Shout out to AJ.
Does. We were going to meet you in Iowa City, and we were running a little late. Not my fault, and of course that drives me crazy. My wife really wanted to stop and get Culver's, and I was like, "Well, guess what? We're running late, so we're not going to be able to get Culver's." She still makes me pull over, and who do I see right in front of me in line but Dave Boelman? So we actually had plenty of all the time in the world. Yeah.
There you go.
Actually, it was almost like we planned it. Yeah.
I don't remember.
But we
that.
didn't.
Did you say anything?
You don't remember? Yeah. Yeah. You don't remember much, even before.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Is that the football game?
My plan deep down for this podcast is like 10 episodes in.
Yeah.
I just do everything I can to steer that episode exactly how the first one went and see if you have any idea. Yeah.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
Yeah, my memory is not what it used to be. That's for damn sure. I think age and now chemo have ravaged it. So there was a time where I could keep like my schedule and a whole bunch of shit in my head. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
So we got Shiloh.
Job Shiloh. She's not watching. We can say whatever we want about her.
Okay, so we know that Mike likes In-N-Out. And we know that Dave likes Culver's.
Yep.
Aaron and Wes, what are your... We could do... let's do national, just like chain. Burger chain.
Fast food or burgers?
I guess... Well, let's do fast food and fast casual as a criteria. So within that range. So fast casual, I think is probably like the range of that is like Culver's to Applebee's, essentially.
Okay. I think fast food, it's really hit or miss, but I think Chipotle, a good Chipotle burrito, double steak burrito, cheese.
Well, now we're just going. I mean, like burgers. Burgers
I thought you said fast food. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, in the realm of burgers with fast food to fast casual, what is your national chain go to?
Yeah, I think Culver's is a fair answer. I think In-N-Out's trash.
Wow.
Time I had it.
Shots fired.
I think In-N-Out is bad.
No, we can't all be chosen.
Steak and Shake's fine. Freddy's is fine, but I think Culver's is you can't really mess up Culver's.
In-N-Out's not bad. I don't have a problem with that, but I would just say probably my go-to if I am going to eat fast food, I end up just getting a Whopper from Burger King. Of course, I haven't done that. I got turned away from that because the Sunday, the night you guys recorded the first episode of this, I got a Whopper from there, and then I spent the rest of the night throwing up.
So that's why you missed it?
Yeah. It was Burger King.
Sorry, guys. I got Whoppers to attend to.
Yeah, this guy's
4-star Google review from Wes.
Yeah.
Great
Good,
burgers,
great, but I threw up afterwards.
yeah.
So I guess I shouldn't be. Yeah, that's dumb that I should be. I'm an idiot for
The guy that eats Whoppers till he throws up has thoughts on In-N-Out. I'll trust that review for sure. Yeah.
Burger King replied to Wes's review. We tried to kick you and your friends out.
The only reason Burger King was popular around here when I was in high school was because there was one that was open 24/7.
That'll do it.
That was important.
Bebop's is good.
Is there anything open 24/7 anymore? There's like one Mexican
grocery
restaurant
or
down
even
here?
grocery stores even? Yeah, I know you mean
so.
food. Oh,
AJ, what's the good late night food option if you're like 11 o'clock midnight? need to hit something restaurant style.
Cooking. Yep.
There really isn't one anymore. Yeah,
Lena's.
that's the Mexican
Big
food.
Tomatoes open pretty late over on Ingersoll. Except I do know a girl that tried to call and order a single slice of pizza delivered at 2 a.m. and they're like, no.
No.
For one, that's terrible pizza. Number two, it's pretty terrible pizza.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Two good and very distinct points.
I will say the best thing about Burger King is like the extra shit you can buy. Like back in the day, they had those gold Pokemon cards. They were like $5, and now they go for like $100 on eBay. Burger King
business.
once you had like Xbox 360 games for $5. Like there was like a Sneak King game where you could be the
They
king.
did. I don't remember that at all.
Oh yeah, they were like
I was
$5.
going to tell you a good reference earlier when you dropped Sneak King out of nowhere.
They were
I
like,
didn't have joy
it was
as
like
a child.
$5 Xbox 360 game, but it was just like you played as the king. You'd be like on a construction site, jump in like a hay bale and jump out and scare somebody with a Whopper.
Well, that should have been free.
Yeah, well,
Game sounds terrible.
It was terrible, but
Dave, we'll find
You
you
know.
better games to play when we plug in the PlayStation.
Yeah, I don't
so.
play games. He could just have my PlayStation 4 and we'll get this boy on Spider-Man and he'll just be swinging around town high as fuck.
Yeah, what video game should we make Dave play?
I want to play Warzone with Dave. I play a lot of Warzone.
He hasn't gotten past the exercise that just teaches you what the controls do. Yeah.
Well, there's a learning curve to movement and controlling a camera at the same time if you didn't grow up with that.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
the combination of this stick moves the camera.
Apparently,
this stick
you've
moves
never
the
seen
camera.
the Atari 5200. Children and your fancy controllers.
I gotta write down this time code so when we play the footage of Dave trying to walk forward in a video game,
Yeah.
we're gonna bring that up.
I feel like Dave should be a 2K player. You should do like the My Players and run King of the Court or whatever it's
What?
called. NBA 2K. It's NBA basketball. You know a thing or two.
You could just manage the team and sim the games.
There you go. Now we go.
That might be a game for you.
Can I coach it?
I don't know. I've never played it.
Kind of.
You can just hang out with me. We'll do weed together, and we'll hang out, and I'll
Do
play Red
weed
Dead.
together.
And you take your pills. I'll do it my way.
You do the Red Devil while he plays Red Dead.
Yeah, there you go. That was fun, man.
Yeah.
Wes just wants somebody to watch him play Red Dead.
Yeah, I need somebody to hang out with.
Is
You can be in and out sleeping, doing chemo. I'll bring my PlayStation then.
is that the cowboy one?
Yeah.
All right.
I
then.
love that game.
Perfect.
It's beautiful.
I believe everybody. I haven't played a video game since Tecmo Bowl. Nintendo OG.
We just never into video
Yeah,
games.
it was just Nintendo. Yeah.
Huh?
You just never got into video games.
Not
Like never
really. Not really. I begged my parents for an Atari when I in like
2005.
fifth or sixth grade, so probably call it 83 or 84. And they didn't get it, and probably because they either couldn't because everybody wanted them or just didn't have the money at the time. And I was like, okay, whatever. And then the next year I got a 5200, which was the next version up, which was great because it had awesome graphics compared to the 2600, and it was a much better gaming system compared to the 2600. Problem being, me and one other guy were the only two who had it, so we had no one to like trade games with. And so,
And you guys hated each other.
no, not really. No, we didn't. He's a good dude.
That was good.
Still is. His daughter's I think she runs track for LSU.
Oh wow.
Yeah, distance runner. She's really good. Anyway, great story, Dave. Thanks.
I just realized that you do have the ability to just like keep a thing going by just taking natural Midwest tangents of who's the relative that we can just drift off to that I know they've done something.
And speaking of
note.
LSU,
Yep.
you know, I gotta get this off my chest. Angel Reed. No.
Dave told
Oh,
4 stories
oh.
off one premise.
My
I
mom
can go way
texted
more
me
than
to
that.
tell me how nice the day was outside the other day, and she goes, "Well, we're gonna enjoy it some, but we got to go to a funeral first."
There it is.
It's Dad's classmate's brother's daughter who had a husband who passed, and I was just like, Okay.
All right.
Really going to need a diagram of that situation before I fully grasp it. That's too many names in there.
My dad was doing that to me the other day. He was like, there was a guy that you went to high school with, Dusty. I'm like, no, I don't know Dusty. He's like, no, Dusty. And I was like, I don't know how many times you got to keep saying his name. I'm not going to just remember. He's like, his mom died in the car accident.
What if I said it louder?
I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's a good one, though. A good solid point of reference.
Yeah. So
Usually that'll make it click.
it did not. And he just kept going, Dusty. The mom died. Dusty. I'm like,
Yeah.
I have no idea. Stop repeating this.
My mom will name more siblings of the person who was dead.
Yep.
Just to see if I recognize any other siblings. Like she'll be like, you know, well, I'm just throwing out a name. Tom Michelson died. And they're like, oh,
wow.
Tom Michelson died. I don't know who that is. Well, do you know his sister Susie Michelson? I'm like, well, if I don't know who Tom is, then I probably don't know who Susie is.
Don't mention other siblings.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't know he existed, so
Yeah.
I can't be too sad about his death.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very dad thing to do. My dad did that too. Like, oh, so-and-so shipper died. And I'm like, there's 1,000 shippers in Applington. I don't know them all, Dad. Oh, yeah, you do. This is so-and-so's wife. Still,
It's not helping.
nope, over. Anyway, small town Iowa shit.
Well, just know that whenever you decide to kick the bucket,
Yeah,
somebody will be referring to you as
Yep.
Kurt's brother.
yeah, 100%.
You know Kurt's brother, Dave?
Yeah,
He passed.
he just got a new job. Job CLB.
Congrats.
Yeah, Kurt.
Still, same company, just different role. Good for him.
Hell yeah.
We're all grown up.
All right, Dave.
Does he adjust his blanket? You move your blanket the way a woman, like the relief that she gets when she takes her bra off finally after a long day.
It been prior to conversation. Never been in love. Anyway, go ahead.
I was gonna say, do we have any other questions
Fun
for the
transition.
bucket?
You got any wisdom past? Anything you've been thinking about recently? I think this should be like a weekly segment. What are you thinking about? What's going
What am I
through that
thinking
noggin?
about?
Yeah.
Right now, real estate.
All right.
As Tony Soprano once said, God ain't making any more land.
Yeah, I know. I've heard that a million times from a million different
R.I.P.
people.
Wait till the sea levels go down.
Exactly. Whatever. No.
Is that what you would encourage us to invest in
No.
if we had the opportunity?
No.
Do you have a thing that you would encourage us to invest in?
Invest in?
Invest in. If we had an opportunity, like if you like
The future?
were young today and you could put yourself in your chair now.
Right now, I would be raising as much cash as possible and sitting on it and waiting.
till
That's
it
what
crashed.
Scrooge McDuck did.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say.
What?
What financial advice do you have? Get a lot of cash and just have it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then next year you got to spend money to make money, baby. Get that
Well,
car.
there's a axiom called catch the falling knife, right? So people assume because the stock market is down 10%, well, surely it can't go down from here.
Yeah.
So it's a good buying opportunity. You've
Yeah.
got a nickel for every fucking time I've heard that. Anyway, and then it drops another 10%. It's called catch the falling knife.
Yeah. By the dip.
Yeah, and
I have 4 times.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's like,
I see that one on Reddit a lot right now. Yeah.
yeah, it's asinine. The best time to buy something is when it's a distressed asset and when everybody's shitting on it. Like,
Sorry, he's a distressed asset. And I looked at your head. It's a good time to buy Dave's hair. It's pretty distressed at the
Yeah.
moment.
we have
Yeah.
in accounting terms, there's a going concern opinion on my head right now. But like CrowdStrike, the cybersecurity firm that fucked up the airline system, their stock like literally went down from like 300 to 120, something like that. Would have been the great time to buy them
Yeah.
if you believe in the company long term.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
So you're saying Tesla is a good buy right now, currently?
No, they have a terrible brand problem that they can't avoid. And I don't know how that comes back. To be honest with you,
if you're not up on the news, the terrible brand problem is that people found out that
The Cybertrucks.
Edison really did make it first. It wasn't Tesla. So
That's right.
people have been turning on the whole brand. It's been really tough out there.
Yep. But I mean, I think it's kind of like separating the art from the artist a little bit. Elon is a very good businessman. He's very sharp. He sees what he wants to do and finds the assets that can get him there. And he just made some catastrophic PR disasters that he could have easily avoided. And I'm not talking about just taking the Doge job or whatever. He's said some things and done some things that were not great for that brand. And I don't know how they come back from it. When half the United States is just, nah, dog, we're not buying your shit. So, because Starlink is an amazing product. Amazing. Neuralink is potentially an amazing product.
It's crazy when you see the Starlink thing go by
It's amazing.
at night. You just see a bunch of.
It's incredible. And took a lot of vision, a lot of cash to get that all done. And hopefully it doesn't take too much of a bite because it is a good idea, but whatever. Screeching Halt alert.
What are you watching?
Huh? What am I watching?
Yeah.
Oh, should I hit the music?
No.
Okay. I'm watching Emergency,
Yep.
1970s hit TV show.
Yeah.
That's the video
about
you sent the other day.
paramedics. Yeah, it's the beginning of it.
Can you sing the intro?
No. You can
Wait.
clip it in.
Can you or will you?
Clip it in. I sent you a nice video of the. I'm just gonna start sending that to you guys every time something big happens.
Something big happens?
Yeah,
I'm just going to remake it over top of your head. So the
Yep.
text flying in and the music.
100%. I like that. No, Johnny Gage and Roy DeSoto are the two paramedics.
Yeah, the show must have been huge because I know those people.
Yep, they haven't lost yet. I'm 10 episodes in, undefeated.
Yep.
Haven't lost a patient in the field yet. When they get to Rampart, sometimes dicey situation, but they get them. They're alive when they drop them off, baby.
Hell yeah.
It's just a couple paramedics.
Yep.
Nice.
The facet. No, I'm not gonna go into that because we'll be here till midnight. The whole first episode is about them having deciding to put paramedics in the field with the fire department, and the hospitals didn't want them to do it. And it seems asinine now that you wouldn't have paramedics, but back then there was, golly gee, sorry,
Yeah.
can't save you till you're in the hospital. So anyway, that's the basis of the story.
You got an all-time favorite show?
All time,
You can't narrow that down. He's going to say The Wire.
That or NYPD Blue?
I'd say West Wing.
West Wing?
Oh, yeah. That checks
I'd say
out.
West Wing is probably just in terms of overall. You got incredible writing. You got incredible cast. Everybody's firing on all.
Who's the
cylinders.
creator of that?
Sorkin.
Sorkin. Yeah, okay.
Uncorking
Uncorking Sorkin with Dave Boelman, baby.
Exactly. But I'd say NYPD Blues probably a close second as far as long running series. Listen, gang, don't sleep on Luck. It's a one series.
A horse betting show.
Yeah.
from
Dustin
HBO?
Hoffman.
Yeah.
It is so
Milch, baby.
goddamn good, and it nails that culture right between the eyes, and the gambling culture, everything that they didn't dumb it down at all. I'm like, oh, this is the shorthand. This is everything. It's really cool. Then they started killing horses on set and decided not to make the series
Oh,
anymore.
boy.
But the first year's amazing.
Did anyone watch that? What was that Showtime stand-up show? I think Jim Carrey
It was very
produced
good.
it.
Yeah, it was.
What was
Which
that
one?
called?
I'm dying up here.
I'm
Is that what it
dying up
was?
here.
Yeah,
Was that all right?
yeah.
I never watched it.
Because it's a parody of, it's a fictitious form of the store.
Okay.
So the woman who runs the store is based off of Mitzi. The store, the physical property of the club is very much like the store in LA. They ripped off a lot of the same stories, and stuff like that. But they fictionalized it, so
That big documentary that was on the Comedy Store. What's that streaming on? I never got to watch that.
That's also Showtime.
That's Showtime. I wonder if Paramount Plus has that.
I don't know.
That's Showtime.
Paramount Plus has a Showtime extension, so yeah, probably.
I have only 2 qualms with the documentary they did on the store. As you guys know, I'm a big store aficionado. One is
Comedy Store.
Comedy Store. I'm sorry. Yeah.
He just likes going to the store.
Yeah, I know.
Go to the store.
You have a question about Kohl's because I can help you.
Convenience store.
Dollar General. Is number one. They spent way too much time with Mike Binder, who directed it, and he kind of made it about him a little bit. And he's not an active stand-up until recently. He's back at it again, which bothered me. And they underutilized the people that actually work there, meaning the bartenders, the staff. They talked to those people. It's a totally different story than what you get from the comedians. And I really wish they would have done that.
Yeah.
Even some of the more established comedians that have been around for a while that started as door guys or bartenders or what have you, like Eleanor Kerrigan and Rick Ingram in particular, should have spent a lot of time with those two because they, from what they call the dead years, they lived through all that and kind of struggled with it. Store hasn't always been a place that sold out every night. So I wish they would have done that. But the store also produced it, so they put their best face on it. And for whatever reason, they had Mike Binder fucking do it, but whatever. But that's it. It's good, though.
Yeah.
We learned some things.
Check it out.
Yep. They talk about some old school, like 70s and 80s comics who either by accident or however, either took their own life or whatever, that were like genius level comics that we've never heard of. And those guys are interesting to hear about.
What made you get into stand-up?
Loved it when I was in high school. And then just always, just kind of watch specials. Been a fan of it for my entire life. And then 7 or 8 years ago, went to the Improv in LA to watch an open mic. And then I was going to the store that night to watch some stand-up shows. And the Improv mic was so bad that I was like, oh, I can do this. Then I came to Des Moines and went to Lefty's for the first time. That saw Graff's first set.
Whoops.
Yeah. But the first 5 people up were like Alex Carter, Toll McGrane. It was definitely front loaded. Tommy Morgan Jr., Bulver, Hershock. I'm just like, Jesus Christ. How is it that Des Moines, Iowa has better talent than LA? This doesn't make it. At that time, it didn't make any sense to me. So, I just put myself at the end of lineups and started getting into it.
Do you think that part of that's potentially because a lot of the people who have any kind of talent that are doing stand-up in LA are probably on some kind of showcase because they probably just have that many showcases there?
Yes, that's
so what's left is the ding-dongers?
The dregs of the open mic community, or who's doing 6:30 on a Friday at the lab and at the Improv. And they'll use that as their credit to get on their next show. Oh, it's just at the Improv. You're at an open mic at the Improv. Shut the fuck up. If I have one more person tell me they work at the store, because I watch the lineups daily, I know who's working at the store and who pops in every once in a while. If you're a pop-in guy, not disrespecting it. If you're good enough to get a pop-in spot, that's not the worst thing, but you're not working at the store. Shut up.
What's your least favorite thing about stand-up comedy? Or is there anything you don't like?
Yeah, there's a lot of things I don't like. Entitlement is probably my biggest one, where people feel entitled to shows. They feel entitled to performance space. They feel entitled to things before they're ready or before it. The world will tell you when you're ready and not a minute before. So if you suck and no one's asking you to be on shows, it's up to you to get better. It's up to you to find a way through that, and you're not entitled to shit. That's what I like about it. That's what I dislike is when somebody feels like they should be on shows even though they shouldn't be, and they don't recognize the fact that, wait, maybe the world's trying to tell me something here.
I guess for people or for our listeners who are not familiar with like how a scene operates, is that something that you hear commonly as a performer? Obviously, you also
I don't think it
TVs.
matters what scene you're in. I think you can hear the same complaints from people in LA as you do from the Des Moines comedy scene who just started.
Are you hearing them directly though, or I guess are you hearing it like kind of through a grapevine?
Oh no, I hear it directly.
Okay.
Or I don't know about AJ. He gets more of it than I do. But when we ran the club, I'd have people every once in a while come up and ask why they weren't getting on shows. And I had if I wanted to talk to him, I would tell him. And if I didn't want to talk to him, I'm like, I don't really have anything to do that. That's AJ. And then AJ would absorb it and be very blunt and say, not seeing it, dog, kind of a thing. And some of them will take it different ways, But I appreciate people who try at open mics, who are trying to write material. They're not wasting their 3 to 5 minutes just up there ding-donging up whatever. I appreciate the fact that they're actually trying to write jokes, even if they're not very good, but they're trying. And you'll see the seeds of every once in a while. You're like, oh, they're not funny now, but they might be down the road. You'll see that. But
So as a club owner, what was the dynamic like with AJ? Like, were there ever disagreements where maybe you saw talent where he didn't, or vice versa?
I tried very, very purposefully to stay out of that conversation, and not always successfully. But I mean, for the most part, AJ and I's idea of someone being good, for very rarely are we at odds on that.
You don't have to get into details with this. Have you ever gotten into business with somebody and then immediately been like, I should not have gotten into business with this person?
No, but I got really close once.
Really?
Yeah, really close once. And in hindsight, the greatest thing ever was not being associated with that person. And I'm sure they feel the same way about me.
Were they just bad news, or were they just like,
There's an arrogance that I don't work well with. Self-importance. There's a no more than they really do. It was one of those partnerships that was going to be very uneven from a workload standpoint. And I was going to end up doing the lion's share of the work. And I knew that because they just didn't have the technical expertise that I did. And I was like, oh, thank God that didn't come to pass. That would have been a nightmare. Because once you're in business with somebody and you signed operating agreements and stuff like that, you're
locked in.
It's like a marriage. I mean, it's easy to start and it's hard to get out of. And for me to extricate myself from that business relationship, because I know it would have cratered at least a year, maybe 2 into it, would have been painful.
Yeah.
With you being the only one wearing headphones, do you think there's anybody watching that thinks it's cancer related?
I didn't even realize I had them on.
You can keep them on.
Yeah, you don't have to.
No, it obfuscates the beauty of
I'm pretty upset about it. Yeah. Oh, there he goes.
Nice.
You're going to want to vacuum that couch when he's done,
right.
bud.
I do.
Just every hoodie you have looks like you just got your hair cut now.
I look like a fucking... I don't know, what's a dog that sheds a lot?
Dogs.
Yeah, any dog.
German Shepherd.
Yeah, you're losing
like
your
a
winter
German
coat
Shepherd.
right now.
Yeah, it sucks. But this will all be
What's your
gone
guess?
here
What do you
by
think
the
you're
next
wearing?
time we're on.
Yeah, what do you think we're doing? Wig? We're gonna go full bald first time?
I'm gonna be bald. What next? I'm up for whatever.
Okay.
Whatever wigs you guys want to give me, I'll wear it.
All right.
I'm in. Bigger and McCracken. That's what I'm on the
But
hunt
not a
for
big
right
bandana
now.
guy.
But yeah, there's some candidates out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Random question, but in one of our earlier episodes, you had a Celtics hoodie on. Today, you're wearing the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yep.
Do you have a favorite NBA team? I think that our listeners deserve to know what's going on there.
Bucks are probably the closest thing I have to a favorite NBA team because of Giannis.
What if they lose him though? What if they lose him?
I'll be sad.
He might get fed up with the small market, you know.
Yeah, he might, but I'll be sad. But no, I'm like most NBA fans at the end of the day. They're not, most NBA fans today are player specific or I like watching these guys like the Denver Nuggets. You're just like, oh, I like watching the Nuggets.
So my brother-in-law, he's whatever LeBron at, wherever he goes, he's a fan of that team.
The French guy, LeBron.
Yeah, yeah. That's pretty normal. That's pretty normal with NBA anymore. It's pretty rare to find that guy who's a ride or die Knicks fan that outside of Sam Morril.
Tracy Morgan.
Yeah, right.
Throwing up on that court.
Felt bad for
sick of that
dude.
team.
Like he had a beatus reaction or something. But anyway. All right.
All right, so we're gonna wrap it up.
Good idea.
We've had a whole podcast here.
Yeah, at least one.
But do we want to do any kind of a follow up on the same Dave parlay? Did we hit any benchmarks?
Oh yeah, you fucker! You got the 1.5 basketball.
The Red Devil was asked. No. I actually know that somebody who is going to listen is probably curious. Like, so who is his NBA team? And but no, I think that he did mention Angel Reese earlier, so I think we can cash that. But I don't think Wes really had any self-deprecation moments.
Good job, Wes.
I'm getting better.
Yeah, your confidence is going up.
Baby.
So I owe the house whatever I would have wagered on that, I guess.
All right. I'm losing my hair as we speak.
Yep.
All right, tune in next time. I mean, if Dave's still alive, I guess. Tune in next time if Dave's still alive to see what his hair is doing and what we're going to replace his hair with.
Perfect.
So thanks again to all of our panelists. We got Aaron Graff, Wes Cozad, Mike Gettler, AJ Simmons over off to the side that you can't see him.
Right.
I'm Matt Jacobsen on the ones and twos. And ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Dave Boelman.
Give it up.
And the final moments of his hair.
That's right.
Be safe out there. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.